At first, this flight appeared completely normal. Cruising altitude, calm skies, routine chatter with air traffic control. But then, just seconds later, everything changed. Without warning, a chain reaction began deep inside one of the aircraft's massive engines, sparking a sudden, terrifying aviation mystery that had experts scrambling for answers.
Welcome back to Air Flight Space, where we explore aviation events, air safety investigations, industry developments, and the stories shaping our skies. Today, we're taking a closer look at a story attracting major attention in aviation right now. We're investigating a chilling scenario. What actually causes a massive, highly reliable commercial jet engine to just suddenly lose thrust, or worse, catch fire mid-flight?
To really wrap our heads around the immense scale of this investigation, we have to look at the fleet numbers. Right now, 210 U.S.-registered wide-body jets are at the center of an urgent federal safety mandate issued on May 22, 2026. We aren't talking about small regional planes here. These are the heavy lifters of the sky, and suddenly they are all under a massive microscope. But here's what makes this investigation so incredibly fascinating. Look at this comparison. On the left, you have these massive wide-body aircraft, machines weighing hundreds of tons, designed to fly intercontinental routes across oceans. On the right, the culprit, a microscopic flaw, literally a single undetected deterioration of a tiny component. It's almost impossible to believe that something so small and seemingly insignificant could bring a giant of the sky to the brink of disaster. Let's look at the first warning signs. The reports coming in from flight crews facing this issue were, honestly, intense. We're talking about sudden tailpipe fires illuminating the night sky right behind the wing, sudden uncommanded loss of thrust control, where the engine essentially just stops responding to the pilot's inputs, and in the most severe cases, complete in-flight engine shutdowns. But what happened next shocked investigators, because the root cause wasn't a catastrophic mechanical break like a shattered turbine blade. No, it was something hidden deep inside the engine's digital brain.
Part 1. The Hidden Sensor Flaw.
When investigators finally cracked open the electronic engine control modules of these Pratt Whitney PW4000 turbofans, they didn't find broken metal. They found bad data. And wait, this detail changes everything. The entire mystery points to this: the pressure burner sensor. This is a highly sensitive, critical component housed directly within the electronic engine control module. Its sole job is to constantly monitor the internal pressure of the engine and feed that vital data to the computer. But undetected deterioration of this single sensor was happening silently, flight after flight, masking a growing threat. Let's walk step by step through the mechanical chain reaction, because this brilliantly illustrates how a digital error becomes a physical emergency. Step 1. The undetected physical deterioration occurs inside the sensor. Step 2. Because it's degrading, it starts sending erroneous pressure readings straight to the control module. It's essentially lying to the airplane's computer. Step 3. Acting on this bad data, the computer issues completely incorrect fuel commands. It either starves the engine or dangerously floods it with fuel. And Step 4. The physical result. The engine experiences a tailpipe fire, loses thrust, or shuts down entirely mid-flight. But the situation was far from over. Once the root cause was firmly identified, the immediate question became a matter of global aviation safety.
Section 2. Which aircraft are affected?
So, which specific aircraft in the worldwide fleet are actually carrying this compromised Pratt Whitney PW4000 engine variant? Well, the list includes some of the most iconic heavy jets in the sky. We're looking at Boeing 747-400s, Boeing 767s, and McDonnell Douglas MD-11 freighters. Major carriers, including airlines like United, operate these wide-body jets. I mean, these are the absolute workhorses of both global passenger travel and international cargo logistics. Having a hidden flaw in their engines is a massive, real-world problem that demands immediate action. So how do you stop a microscopic flaw from causing the next aviation disaster? Part 3. The FAA's required fix. A proposed directive.
The Federal Aviation Administration had to step in immediately. They formulated a proposed airworthiness directive, a strict regulatory mandate to pull these sensors before they ever have the chance to fail in the air. Keep watching, because the FAA's timeline explains exactly how they plan to solve this without crippling the industry. The proposed rule sets hard limits. Operators must replace or repair these pressure burner sensors every 30,000 flight hours or 10 years in service, whichever comes first. But what about the sensors that are already flying and have exceeded these limits right now? Well, the FAA is proposing a strict grace period ranging between 10 to 30 months to get them repaired or replaced. It is literally a massive logistical countdown clock for airline maintenance crews around the world.
However, this regulatory action is still actively unfolding. Right now, the FAA is keeping a 45-day window open to accept public comment on this proposed airworthiness directive. This means airlines, mechanics, and industry experts are currently weighing in on the feasibility and the real-world operational impact of this massive maintenance undertaking before it becomes final law. But amidst this urgent safety directive, there's one crucial operational question left.
Section 4. Keeping the PW4000 flying. The operational impact.
Will this mandate force airlines to just ground their global fleets of 767s and 747s? The answer reveals a lot about how the aviation industry adapts to a sudden mechanical crisis without paralyzing global travel. Pratt Whitney released a statement that drastically changes the operational outlook for these airlines. They stated, quote, "This proposed rule is consistent with a previously issued service bulletin. Compliance will not require engine removal. And wow, that is a monumental relief for the aviation industry. Because the sensor is an externally mounted component on the control module, mechanics can actually safely overhaul it right on the wing. They don't have to detach a multi-million-dollar engine from the aircraft, saving countless maintenance hours and millions of dollars, while ensuring the skies remain completely safe."
So what can we actually learn from this story? Really, it highlights a profound shift in modern aviation safety. We are no longer just looking for metal fatigue or structural cracks on an airframe. As our aircraft become these highly advanced flying supercomputers, a single piece of bad data from a microscopic sensor can trigger a very real, very dangerous physical fire. As aviation relies more heavily on these tiny electronic components, the ultimate challenge for investigators and engineers will be preventing the next undetected digital flaw. Thanks for watching Air Flight Space. If you found this video informative, leave a like, subscribe for more aviation investigations and stories. Share your thoughts below. I regularly read and interact with the community. See you in the next video.